What kind of music do you want?
Something like lo-fi or like chill or gaming maybe. Just a little copyright friendly music. I think she's working.
It's cool.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Good. That means we'll believe it.
Yeah. My chat window thingy not working. Alright. Get this to work. Oh, I'm bad at technology. That's what I'm talking about. So I just want to get this chat working so that I can see it in my thingy, so I can say hi to everybody. Well, that doesn't. That's not what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That is
just sharing.
I'm trying to put the chat window there, and I can't remember how to do it. So I'm just gonna. Maybe I'll just get rid of it for today.
Sure.
You're just gonna have to tell me what the chat. Oh no! Don't do that. You're gonna have to tell me what the chat says.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Sure.
Hello! Hello, internet. I hope you can hear me. Hope you can't see me. Thank goodness.
Well, I guess we're gonna post this later, so everything we've been talking about is.
Yeah, everything is entirely going to be in the recording, so it's just like.
This us? No, this is streamed.
That is a few days ago. We are live. That is right. We are May.
It's May already?
I know. It's been a while. Make sure you're muted so you're not going to hear reverb. So, yep, there you go. All right, great. Hello.
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 My name is Krissy Diggs.
No, that's not me. I'm Krissy Diggs.
Fair enough.
Hello.
And my name is, what am I going by now?
I don't know. What are you going by now?
My name is Kato.
Kato?
In Japan, but it's actually Kurt. But
yes.
People here can't say the sound, so Kato is also okay.
Kato. Welcome, Kato. I feel like you should have some kind of screen name or shared name for the internet.
Kato's the easiest thing. Because, is that okay? Is that...
Kato's fine. I don't mind Kato. Do you mind Kato?
No, I don't.
Well, then you are Kato.
Very comfortable with it. Very comfortable with being a Kato.
I'm just going to announce to the world that we are going live.
I'm going to announce that too. Oh, you're going to... Yeah,
You can just share it from the stream.
I will share it from the stream.
Yeah. Just like that. You just share it. Click on that and then you boom, boom. Bob's your uncle. I don't know why they say Bob is your uncle. Bob is not my uncle.
You don't have an Uncle Robert?
I don't have an Uncle Robert.
I do. I have Uncle Bobby John.
So Bob is your uncle.
Yeah, Bobby John. Robert,
No.
Air Force guy.
I have an Uncle Wayne. That's what I have.
Wayne's your uncle.
Wayne's your uncle. It doesn't have the same kind of appeal to it, I feel like.
Well, WebFox100 says, "What's up, OMG goggles?"
Hello! I know, probably a long time no see, huh?
Yeah. She's trying to get back on that stream train.
Yes,
so give her a lot of powerful support, and she'll be on more often. Isn't that right, Krissy?
That is the goal. The more interest in what I'm doing, the more I hope to spend time with you guys. So please support me, and I will definitely keep making stuff.
Yeah, and your new lifestyle sort of supports that, right? That's the goal right now.
That's right. So if you don't know, recently I took the big plunge and I quit my full-time jobby job in order to become basically my own co-employer.
Sure.
So now I will have a lot more free time to make whatever I want, and hopefully you guys are into that, so I can keep doing that. So.
Yeah. And this stream, the sticker club, is part of that, isn't it?
That is correct.
Make some cool stickers for people that support you.
Yeah. It's It's like a Patreon, but it is like, just a fun little club. And we get to work together to make what we make. So, with that in mind, be sure, if you haven't already checked out my Patreon, it is patreon.com/my name, Krissy Diggs. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram either. If you didn't know that, I have that too. So, follow me along. And with all of that out of the way, let's get started with a little reptile word.
Yay! Now, how did you choose this topic again?
So whenever we have a monthly prompt, we have a poll.
Yes.
So we're on Patreon. If you are a member at the $5 marker, you are a sticker fan, and that means you get to help with the community to decide what the next prompt will be.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we settled on reptile.
That was the winner this month, reptile.
It's a good one for me.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like
Is
humid.
it?
It's like humid and it's like jungly out here in Japan.
I guess snakes like this kind of weather.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. So today's reptiles, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna do a little magic today because I wanted to make sure I had enough time to show you guys what I'm gonna do with this. So I cheated a little bit. So behold. Dun, 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 dun.
I bet your cheating is just doing regular work.
I wanted to originally do the sketch on stream, but I think it's more time effective if I just started with a sketch. So here's my little sketch. The concept is a snake who has died and been reincarnated as a even cooler snake. So it's a space snake.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna get into the nitty-gritty on this, but if you have any questions about me or my life or art, please do not hesitate to say something in the chat and I'll happily answer.
And again, I'm Kurt. I'm here to support. I'm here to tell Krissy that wow, this is pretty cool, and I also read the questions if you have any, and sort of support her in her general endeavors. But I like what you got going on here. What was the so aside from reptile, how did you get the idea for having these entwined little lovely snakes?
Well, I wanted to do, I've been doing a lot of, ladies for the sticker club, I realized, and I wanted to try and do something a little different so I can, kind of mix things up. And so I wanted to do something with a snake, but then if it's just one snake, it's not very interesting. So I thought, well, how can I make it a little more dynamic? So I thought this idea of, I like doing the slices, so it's some people say it's kind of macabre, so I was like, well, I'll lean into that this time.
Sure.
Do a little bit of a macabre little doodle. Macabre.
Yeah. Now, are they rattlesnakes? They have little rattles at the end of their tail.
They are. So they are. Well, they're not really. I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate from snake enthusiasts. Actually, I'll take away this one's. Maybe he reincarnates into a cool rattler with cool spacey tail doodly dudes. The thing is actually a cloud. It's a boa constrictor. There are these really gorgeous boas. I can't show you because I only have one screen, but basically they're selectively bred boa constrictors.
I see.
There was a crazy story about it. Actually, there's a man who was really famous in the snake breeding community.
Sure.
And he
snakebreeders.org.
Sure. no, seriously, he was this renowned snake breeder, and he got involved in some sort of weird relationship with this woman, and she had him killed.
She had him killed?
Yeah, I was watching one of those true crime things or whatever, and it was about this murder, but the snake part of it was kind of ancillary. But then it was kind of mentioned how he created all of these unique snake breeds that weren't in existence before. He's a huge talent for snake breeding. But yeah, she had him killed for all his money, basically, because he was making crazy money making snakes.
Now, I didn't finish that series, but isn't that basically the narrative of Tiger King?
A little different.
Like it is there something similar where you have like breeders of wild animals?
Maybe, yeah. I guess.
Or maybe they killed the competitor. I don't know. I didn't finish the thing. And spoiler alert.
I won't tell you how it finishes just in case. But no, it's I think there's just a lot of money in exotic animals, and so people be like, "Wow, I'm gonna take all their money." So, but yeah, all that to say, I learned about that snake. Actually, one of my favorite artists on Instagram, one Levi Pruitt, Levizzo, I have his like pins on my backpack. He has one of these snakes, and she's super cute. And I thought, if I could get a snake, I would get that kind of snake. And so that's where the idea for this snake came from.
I see.
Yeah.
That's really cute. So you kind of have the sketch going, but so like when you're choosing color, like do you have a color palette in mind, like sort of like, or you just kind of explore?
Well, I haven't gotten there yet, so I'm still kind of thinking about it in my head. Like obviously, the dead snake is black for sure, or some degree of black. I don't really ever use real black, but it's gonna be on the blacker side of things. So whatever my line art is probably what he's gonna be. But outside of that, I'm just thinking something colorful.
Sure.
I haven't really settled on that yet. And I think once I do the line art, I'll kind of understand what I want that to be. With that being said, let's get into the line art.
Yeah. I like the sort of implication you have. You got like an apple and an arrow. So you got all these sort of like Garden of Eve / William Tell / love implications.
I didn't really even think of that. But yeah, I guess so.
Now with the arrow going through its head?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He's dead.
That's right. So that's like the reincarnation. Oh, okay. Or like a failed William Tell. So who fired the arrow? Because snakes don't have, So do you think it was? I know you haven't thought of a narrative, but I'm gonna be a human and sort of impose order on it.
Sure.
So it's a William Tell type character as imposing. What do you think? Practicing his apple shooting on a poor snake.
I think it's some kind of divine punishment.
Okay.
Or maybe it's like a magical girl thing. You know how they have like those like absurd magical girl transformations?
Yes, I know all about it.
Yeah, so maybe this is like his magical girl transformation.
Oh, I see.
Or her, I don't know. It's magical girl.
Magical person transformation.
Magical snake. It's a magical snake anime.
That sounds like. I mean, that could be the next thing.
Magical snakes.
Can you tell them all about the popular animes here right now? Is that popular in America? The horse girl anime?
I think it is internationally popular.
Is it? Oh.
I forget what it's called. Ume nani nantoka nantoka. Ume something.
Uma, probably Uma.
Uma, sorry, Uma something Uma something. I'm sure if you search Google horse girl anime.
I'm posting on this.
I don't even know if it has like a Japanese or an English name.
If I Google horse
girl anime, you'll find it for sure.
Uma Musume.
Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. Yeah.
Just like a word salad I never thought I'd ever hear.
What does Musume mean? Do you know?
Musume is like a young girl. It means daughter.
So horse girl.
Yeah, so horse girl.
Horse girl, Pretty Derby.
Yes. Morning Musume was a popular band back in the 90s, like one of the big girl groups.
And they're kind of like idols.
Yeah,
so maybe that's the like parody.
Uma Musume. So maybe like there was just like some anime nerd was listening to some old Morning Musume.
And they're like,
and
you know what would be great?
Morning
Musume.
Oh, we got it! Turn it! Hurry! Sexualize some horses. We got it.
It's so weird. I don't mean to like offend anyone if you're into that. Like totally, if you like the horse girls, whatever. It's just a very unusual turn in the like course of anime history.
Well, apparently it started as a video game. So yeah, it's owned by Psy Games, and it was a mobile game, then delayed, and then a 13-episode anime television was adapted. So, in a world much like our own, great racehorses of the past have a chance to be reborn as horse girls.
Oh,
so they have to be really.
So they're dead already.
Yeah, they have to be turned into glue. and then they're turned into eye candy.
So this is like a different level of like dark in a weird way. I didn't realize they were reincarnated versions of themselves.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of anime writers love reincarnation.
Yes, because everybody hates their life. Like, I just want to die and start over.
Turn into a slime. That would be better than what I'm currently doing.
Or a horse girl, or a little teenager.
That's pretty dark, yeah.
It's true though. How many anime conceits start with like being reincarnated? That one that I was watching, the one with the idols.
Yeah, that was it. Something no ko Oshinoko?
Ushinoko?
I think it might be Is it Oshinoko?
Yeah.
It's pretty good though.
It's actually really good, but it also starts with like a gruesome death and like reincarnation.
Yeah, the premise is ridiculous.
Very ridiculous.
But then it turns into a scathing indictment of like not skate. I mean, it still kind of pays homage to it. It's both homage and
just kind of highlights the realities of like these like idol cultures and like acting and like stuff in Japan.
Yeah.
Which is kind of neat. You don't really see that kind of.
So maybe the snake was a big fan of an idol and was murdered, and then itself turned into a snake idol.
No, I think this snake was the companion snake of a magical girl. And then the magical girl died, and then the snake took on the powers of the magical girl.
I see.
And it became a magical snake.
Mm.
So it's how you say snake? Hebi. Maho hebi. That's what this is called now.
Sure. I like that you went with snakes for the topic reptiles, but you had a lot of choices you could have went with, right?
Yeah.
You could have went with iguanas.
Mm-hmm.
You could have went with chameleons.
That is true.
You could have went, I guess, with crocodiles. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have an affinity for snakes? Why snakes? Do you love snakes?
I think they are cute and underrepresented.
They're represented well as like villainous.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people think, oh, snakes, gross, or like, oh, snakes, scary. But I don't really think snakes are that like scary looking. Like when you see their faces, they're pretty cute generally.
Mm-hmm.
I think they just kind of get a bad rap because of the fact that they don't have legs and.
Some are horrifying. The ones that are like really fanged.
I
Pretty
mean,
scary.
Yeah, I don't want to be on the wrong side of a snake, but that being said, I don't know. I think they're like alright.
Well, I also like the idea of the snake. Yeah, it's snakes normally like shed their skin, but this snake is shedding its
Body.
It's shedding the literal mortal coil rather than its figurative. The figurative mortal coil, I guess, and rather than its literal skin coil, or whatever coil of skin. And transcending into something else.
I like that. There's like a cool Pokemon that's like that. Did you know?
You know that I
okay, I know you know nothing about Pokemon. I'm gonna tell you about it. I can't remember what it's called, but maybe it's Dunsparce. There's a snake, and it is like the skin of a snake Pokemon. Or no. I'm conflating two Pokemon.
You're thinking about the one with the bone, what's his name?
No, there's a cicada Pokemon.
Oh, I see.
And when it evolves, if you have an empty space in your party, it will turn into two Pokemon. One of them is the husk, like the skin.
Oh, I see.
But it only has like one hit point forever.
Sure.
So it's like super weak. But it's cool. It's a ghost type.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So it's an undead skin. That's clever.
It's a neat. It's
I'm looking for the name of it now.
Ninjas.
Well, I see that there's a Ekan. How is it? How do you say that correctly? Ekans. Is that the one that evolves?
No, that's old. That's a long time ago. But that's not the one I'm talking about.
So I guess if I look up Snake Ghost Pokemon, that should be it, right?
No, I told you it's not a snake. It's a cicada.
Oh, cicada. Sorry, cicada. Cicada Ghost Pokemon. Shedinja.
Yeah, Shedinja. The Shedinja. It's a tight thing.
Yeah. Oh, I see. So it's considered a special evolution of Nincada. Appearing only when Nincada evolves to Ninjask, starting at level 20. I see. I was not familiar with this Pokemon.
But it's cool. I like it when Pokemon does like weird evolutions. They don't really do it that often, but it's like conditional evolutions and stuff, or conditional gets. I think those are really fun.
Mm-hmm. No, I think that is interesting.
Wish I liked Pokemon still.
Why didn't you like Pokemon anymore?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't feel like a game for me anymore, I guess.
Would you say you
aged out of it? Maybe. But I feel like other games do a better job of like maintaining like enough for both, age groups. But I think maybe they just pivoted to being like more of a children's focused, or maybe they always were and we were just kids.
Mm-hmm. Well, you said too that were there recent games getting a bit of flack for their development? Like, what was the name of that latest Pokemon that you got?
No, not Ruby. Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet. What are the ratings on that?
Probably the critic scores are okay, but the fan scores are probably low.
Yeah, the audience rating is 2.9.
Yeah.
And then Open Critics is like 71%.
Yeah, it's because they released a not finished game.
Right.
So they have this weird where they have to release something every year thing, and I think subsequently it suffers.
Like Pokemon Madden.
Basically, but no, I think they just, especially it seems like really evident in Japan, like their market is kids, not adults. And I think that's where a lot of people get salty, older people.
Well, yeah, that was in the news recently of every time I used to walk by Big Camera, which is like the Best Buy of Japan type thing. Whenever they had a Pokemon release, the line would be around the block, and of just people waiting to buy Pokemon cards. And I saw a recent article saying that some shops are banning adults from buying Pokemon cards.
Really?
I don't know if it was any of the big box stores, but apparently it is an issue where kids can't get cards because adults are buying them out and scalping them.
Oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Scalping is no cool. In Japan?
Yeah. Let's see if we can find that article. It's
I think that was like a culture here.
Pokemon
I guess so.
cards banning selling to adults or something like that. Let me see if we can find that. World's biggest Pokemon TCG shop bans adults from buying latest cards in order to combat resellers. Hallelujah. Yeah, Hallelujah, which is a great pun, by the way. It's Hallelujah. It's like Sunny Shop and also Hallelujah. So Japanese store Hallelujah 2 says it will allocate new releases for younger fans and check ID to stop older collectors in search of a profit. And here's the thing.
It's okay.
Big ups to Hallelujah. They are legit, because I'm a Magic the Gathering nerd.
Sure.
They are the best Magic the Gathering shop in Japan too, in my opinion. They're owned by Tomoharu Saito, one of the world's greatest Magic players at one point in time. He has some controversy behind him, but
of course he did.
He's a very good player.
He's a famous man in Japan.
Yeah, but he shuffles very well. If you look up Tomoharu Saito shuffling cards, it's very impressive. But no, they're a very good shop, and so I like to see that too, because it's messed up, right?
Yeah.
Was that wasn't as much a thing when I was a kid. It was a little bit.
I just think the internet makes it a lot easier to get away with reselling and stuff. Because back then it wasn't so easy to resell, right? Where would you go?
Sure. Yeah, you didn't have everyone. If you lived in Podunk, USA, you didn't have a bunch of people looking to buy your Dino Rider, sealed Dino Riders box.
No. So, no. Yeah. That's good though. I think it's totally fine for adults to enjoy card games, but I don't like it when people take advantage of markets like that and make it impossible for people to appreciate it. It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Well, good for them. It's probably a big hit on money, so.
Oh, I got a little. Now this is an apple you're drawing. Do you have a favorite kind of apple?
No, don't really like apples.
Heresy.
But I guess Japanese apples are good.
I don't know if they call them. I remember when I was growing up, Fuji apples were really yummy. But
yeah, I don't know. Do they call Fuji apples in Japan? Or are they just apples?
They might just be apples. Yeah.
Japanese apples are really good compared to American apples.
fruits in general.
Just all fruit. I used to think I hated strawberries until I came to Japan.
Yeah, you had some other friends who said that.
That was Josh.
Yeah, they said they hated strawberries. And
Yeah.
I don't recall ever hating strawberries.
Well,
but
maybe you have a different taste palette.
Maybe.
I've always thought they were really, really bitter and like not very flavorful. But like here, they're like super flavorful.
Although they probably, I guess like wild strawberries are kind of like that, right? They're bred into, our society's bred them into being sweet and savory and yummy.
Yeah.
So Japanese people are just good at breeding yummy fruits.
Sweet fruits. Yeah, I feel like Japanese fruit tastes like what you imagine like flavored things to taste like.
You know, like when it says strawberry flavoring on the
Right.
box.
Yeah. But like Japanese fruit tastes like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like the image of a flavor.
Yeah, grapes are like that too.
Grapes are super good here. Also another fruit I didn't eat in America. Love tiny grapes. Tiny grape season is my favorite.
Yeah, we're kind of in that now, aren't we?
Yeah, it's almost over though. They get less good.
Well, what are you doing there? What are those things?
Technically blood, but it's cute, so.
Cute blood.
Yeah.
Oof. I like this too. This is cool. It's gonna be a cool looking sticker.
Yeah. I wanted to make something that was like, nice and graphical.
Yeah, it's in some ways it reminds me of old school, like an old school tattoo, but like updated and a bit cuter.
That's kind of also a vibe. I wanted to do something tattoo-ish.
Too bad, tattoos aren't that popular among non-yakuza here. Otherwise, it'd make a really good tramp stamp.
I think. Okay.
Sorry, is that not? Well, okay. What's the?
I don't think you call it a tramp stamp.
What do people call it?
I don't know. A lower back tattoo.
That's probably better. Sorry, my apologies. Don't cancel me.
Yeah, don't say tramp stamp. It's not cool.
Okay, fair enough. I feel
like that's a name attributed by dudes.
Women's choice of stamps.
Tattoos. It's like, oh, if the girl has a tattoo there, then she's definitely a slut.
Yeah, that's fair. So lower back tattoos.
Yeah.
But it would make a very cool looking arm or lower back tattoo.
Well, you said tattoos are popular in Japan with younger people. I've seen a lot of younger people with tattoos recently. Like early 20s people.
That's good.
Yeah, I think we're headed towards a bit of a shift in that kind of thinking, because I think it's mostly old people that still freak out about tattoos, right?
Yeah, and bathhouses.
Yeah, who runs that? Yeah, who runs the bathhouses? Old people. So I think once the culture once we get through the elderly population and a lot of young people start taking over stuff, I might see a shift. But that'll be like another 20 years, because old people live forever in Japan, so. And they don't retire.
Well, definitely living a long time is one of the attractive features of trying to be, and take advantage of the national healthcare system and all that good stuff.
What? National healthcare? Is this some kind of socialist country?
The most conservative socialist country
Yeah.
on the planet.
That's stupid. I don't understand where everybody got the idea that taking care of everyone was like a bad idea.
It's communism. You take care of people who need help sometimes.
We don't
get into the politics of national health care right now, but this snake will, the snake
would
didn't
benefit
benefited from it.
From national health care.
Or Zootopia probably has that. Zootopia, the cartoon seems like a place that would have had.
I mean, it is called Zootopia, a play on utopia. So thereby, I feel like any utopian society would have nationalized healthcare, right?
Right. Yeah, I would agree with you.
I would assume. Otherwise, I couldn't call it a utopia.
This is supposed to be no copyright music, but there's like lyrics.
I think it's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's lots of singers,
I guess so.
Well, it's not like I'm going to be making a lot of money off of this stream anyway.
Sure.
But
yeah, little by little, as they say, you'll build it up.
Don.
And there's one person that sees this and says, "Oh, that's a cute sticker. I want to go to patreon.com/ChrissyDiggs." Is that the right? That's right.
That is correct.
Oh, look at us. And then they'll want to, partake in the stickering.
Hopefully. It's really hard to get a time that works for people, I think, living in Japan. Since everybody that follows me mostly is from the West. So, I don't even know. And I post about my streams, but I don't even know if people see them when I do.
Yeah, you gotta... Well, we'll start giving people a heads up.
More time before.
Yeah, I think we just have to pick like a more consistent
schedule. Well, now that things are starting to settle in, hopefully, can make like a habit.
Yeah, maybe it should just be Monday morning our time is like Sunday evening back in the States. So you can just kind of like start
scheduling it up like that.
As long as we don't go out too late for a concert. And
it was a charity concert.
We played a charity concert last night and had some drinks, and that made waking up on Monday morning kind of hard.
And had to go to a meeting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, we made it though.
We did.
Barely.
Thankfully, it was a very easy meeting.
By the scales of our teeth.
Haha.
Scales of our fangs.
Scales.
Like that. So I don't know. Maybe, like I'm just sort of brainstorming here, since we're talking about your stream and so on. Do you think just streaming consistently, like every Monday, like so doing a special one for your sticker club like this one, and then doing like a short one on Mondays, and
just like drawing
or crapping on AI art or something. Like I don't know, what do you think? Or that should be something
stream.
Oh, that'd just be a video.
Yeah.
Let's see, making content. I guess it's some kind of drawing stream.
Yeah.
Not related to your sticker club.
Maybe. Once again, if people are interested in these things, please tell me, and I will definitely consider like putting time into it. Now that I have time.
A little more time. Not a lot more time.
So trying to work on a pretty big project right now, so getting that done is like a top priority. So that I can make enough money to live in the country.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's something we can talk about.
Yeah, once we get a little closer to, finishing things up, I want to tell you guys about a special project that we're working on.
Can we
No.
say what kind? No, we should keep it under wraps?
Yeah.
Alright, it's
I
under
want
wraps.
to tease it.
Yeah.
Tease it like a 90s or an 80s girl's bangs.
Yeah. And then release it on our OnlyFans.
No OnlyFans.
No OnlyFans, sorry. Yeah. Animated
I heard OnlyFans is kind of a wash nowadays, actually.
How so?
I've
never used an OnlyFans, tell me more.
I haven't either. I just keep up with like news and stuff. But I guess there's a few things like AI stuff is kind of screwing up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like generated stuff, fake like adult entertainment stuff.
So people are using AI to generate like
Fake
hentai or something? Or?
No, like fake pictures of famous people.
Oh, I see. And then they'll try to get suckers to pay.
So I heard that, and then like maybe like bank issues, because some banks don't want to be associated with it. So then like they change the kinds of content they can post on it, and like just a lot of like dumb stuff. I don't know why banks would have a problem with.
Well, it can be conservative. So we need to make like a sort of a seedy bank. Like the Bank of Vice.
Yeah.
Just like invest in casinos and
I don't want that.
OnlyFans.
I don't want that because I don't want trouble. I feel like you try and like get into that business, you're gonna have a lot of people you don't want to talk to come into your like house, like yakuzas and such.
Sure.
I did not authorize this business here.
Banking is, if you want to get in the banking business, you wouldn't have become an artist.
I do not want to be in the banking industry.
Yeah. Although, a very famous rock star in Japan, his sort of fallback was banking. Famously, he went to school for, like, banking. Do you know that band, Official Hige Danism? That Pretender song?
Oh.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Like, he became a banker because banks in Japan are garbage.
Yes.
And they're open from, like, 9 to 3 p.m.
Dude, the ATM situation is so
ATMs close.
ridiculous.
ATMs close.
Yeah, can you imagine going to an ATM at like 11 o'clock and you can't get any money out because it is
9 p.m.
sometimes 9 p.m. and it's just closed. You're like, what? It's an ATM. There's no person living inside the ATM. Why is the ATM closed?
They have to close it for
maintenance.
4 hours of maintenance.
I guess I don't know. It's absurd. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it might be an absurd business decision. Like, well, you just close at 9. Fewer people can get their money, and
and then they have to line up early in the morning.
Yeah, it's just a weird.
It's just such a weird thing. It's as weird as like how people just like never adopted like debit cards here.
Yeah. A lot of people places are they're trying to change that, but
yeah, like they exist and you can get them, but people just don't get them. People are just so used to like having cash. They just, this is fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty cash heavy because of Japan, but I was using credit, when I lived back in the States a long time ago, but I just slowly devolved.
It was a big like shock when I first came here, because up until I came here, I basically did everything on my phone. Like, I used my wallet for everything all the time. And then, they're like, you can't put your debit card on your wallet, on your Apple Wallet, because your bank doesn't support Apple Wallet.
Yeah.
Like, what? It's a national bank. What?
Yeah.
So, little quirky things about Japan.
Yeah, they hate the transfer of money and commerce sometimes.
Yeah, I predict that's something also that will change as all these, like, boomers die off.
Like, yeah, there's more than once where there's a business we desperately want to do business with, and they just make it difficult to do that.
Just impossible.
Just let me give you money for this
I want to give you my money. Like, give it to you. You don't even have to do anything. I'm willingly trying to give it to you. But you are making it impossible. So, because you don't like money? So.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe better off.
Maybe
that's why Japan could be a cultural place to live, because we don't have the rampant greed and hustle culture of some other places.
That is true. There is no grind set here.
I mean, a little bit, right? Like,
is there?
I feel like as a creator, you have to grind. Like
but it's like a different attitude.
Yeah, I guess so. You don't. Well, I don't know. I don't speak too soon. I want to say, I guess there's no like Andrew Tatey / dropshipper type.
I have no idea. There could be a Japanese Andrew Tate out there we don't know about.
Although recently we saw some of that. Like, I think there's like Japanese guys sort of trying to translate it for their audience and trying to buy into that and introduce it over here, which I'm not about.
It's like those guys, those guys, like weird guys that like come up to you. Well, maybe you don't know because you're not a girl. But
I'm not a girl.
There's like these guys who'll just like come up to you and like follow you.
They follow you?
Yeah, and they just like try and chat you up and like just follow you. That happened to me at the train station the other day, a while ago, on the way home. It's this guy. Just like, I don't know what he was doing. He's like, oh, you speak English. Oh, where are you from? Like this kind of thing.
Sure.
I'm just like, no. I don't trust anybody
who's coming up to me
and speaking to me in English. I don't. Like, there's like 2 reasons for that too. It's like people like that, and then there's like the cults, they like prey on people who speak English because, it's hard being foreign in Japan. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get lonely.
Yeah, so you get they offer the social network. Mm-hmm. I mean, I have some friends who have met some really great people that have like more standard religious type things. Like there's this pastor in the city who invited us out to his church, but it was like a regular, you know, whatever Christian,
Excuse me, sorry.
well, bless you, Presbyterian or whatever denomination it was. But really nice guy and straight up about it, like, yeah, we're religious, but you know, we got music services and you know, stop by if you want to bring your family. If not, then, you know, no worries.
That's fine.
Yeah, but not like a weird CD. Oh well, we believe that Isaac Newton reincarnated and talked to Barack
Helen
Obama.
Keller.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, we live across the street from this thing called Happy
Science.
Which is some Japanese guy here saw Scientology and was like, oh, that's a good idea.
I'm going to do that.
But I'm not as good a writer. So
I'm just going to transcribe all of my lectures. What's the newest one? There was a newest one. It was something about hell. The tagline was, It Follows.
It follows the laws of hell.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had the picture of their dead founder who said he would live forever, obviously.
Oh, that's right. So you think he's like kicking it in heaven now?
Yeah, he's probably up there with Barack Obama.
So wait, here's an idea. So he's supposed to be reincarnated, right?
Yeah.
What if we made your son into the reincarnation of the Happy Science guy?
Don't put that juju on my baby.
Okay.
I won't let my baby
What
go
if
to be.
I was the reincarnation of the Happy Science guy?
I mean, that makes as much sense as the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, I was really
clarify, Happy Science, Scientology minus. They used to have this founder who would like go on streams and say he would channel people.
Oh, it's so funny.
But he wouldn't just channel like dead people. He would channel people who are currently alive.
There's a really good like series about him on Mother's Basement on YouTube, where he goes through their like propaganda and like talks about this dude. Oh, it's so worth looking into. It's wild.
And then he channels them and he pretends to be the Queen or Barack Obama, like English speakers, but he can't speak any English.
Yeah.
It's these bizarre.
It's just like, oh hey, hello, I am the Queen. Hello.
Barack Obama this or whatever.
I am Barack Obama. Yes, I am here. I'm telling you.
Oh, he channeled Donald Trump once.
Yeah, who is still alive. How do you channel alive people?
Yeah, it's not a lot of reasoning. But, okay, and the reason I bring it up, too, or why it's maddening, is, like, this is a religion across from the building. It's a big-ass building!
Huge!
It's like,
there's a lot of money in that building.
Jesus, you know? Like, you go to the, some building that helps, you know, orphan, like, disabled children or homeless, and it's like a dinky little building in the side. And then Happy Science has this giant temple. It's very frustrating.
That's religion in a nutshell.
Yeah, preying on insecurities and stupidity. Yeah, we just need to, you know, just tell people that this drawing is the first of a
message
from the Snake Lords.
Yeah, the reptilians.
Yeah, the first
Venusian reptilians.
The first Venusian reptilian Veda.
Yeah.
Veda number 3, the birth of the snake.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just make all of my arts be like messages from space.
From Venusian snake messiahs.
Yeah. And then I'll just go to Happy Science and be like, hey, I just want you guys to know I'm getting messages from space. Please buy my pieces so that we can share the message with everyone. And that's what I'm going to do. That's my new career.
I don't know, maybe we should write a story about it, like, because I like those old stories of, you know, like John Carter from Mars, not the movie, but like the comics, and before they know much about science, they write these kind of like steampunky stories set in space that are kind of cool. So it's a vibe, like retro
futurism. Yeah, that's fun.
And they came about because they saw, you know, when their telescopes were really crappy, they thought there were canals on Mars. Then I think the author was Edgar Rice Burroughs, was like, oh well, yeah, let's do something with that. Like people thought they were like canals from like old civilizations and stuff. I still kind of wish we believed that stuff.
I mean, you can.
No, I can do that. I can't believe in that and still feel like a reasonable person.
People believe the Earth is flat still, so.
Yeah, but that just requires being stupid.
You better watch out.
No, come at me. Come at me,
No,
Flat Earthers.
don't. This is not your channel.
Okay, come at Krissy, Flat Earthers.
No! No, I can confirm nor deny that the Earth is flat.
You gotta take a stand. You gotta take a stand.
No,
on something.
I do think the Earth is a globe. So yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. Part of having ethics and morals is taking stands against certain things, and I think taking a stand against flat Earthing is one of them.
I mean, I'm open to being disproven because all good science can be proven or disproven.
Yeah.
So please, by all means, but I have not seen any evidence to the contrary that Earth is a sphere.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, they figured this stuff out thousands of years ago.
Yeah. But that's what they want you to think, Kurt.
That's true.
Whoever they is.
I mean, I wish it was a flat Earth, like a Discworld, like in you ever are familiar with Discworld at all? Terry Pratchett's Discworld, where the whole world is a flat plane that's on the back of an endless line of turtles, I think.
That's like such a common thing.
Yeah,
in a lot of
well,
mythologies, right?
Yeah, but it's very comical in that sense. It's a very comedic, fleshed out cosmology.
Yeah, I wish the world was that. I think a lot of that just comes from people wishing that life was more interesting than it actually is.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess, but
or they think it's not that interesting, so they want to be special and like.
Because the way the reality kind of is, or at least we think it is fascinating.
It is to me, yeah. But some people aren't satisfied with that. You know, they want this like divine, like special thing.
Yeah, or they want to be privy to
knowledge that is.
Knowledge,
Yeah.
which.
I'm fine. I think things are good. Like, it's pretty magical. That we even exist, that I would exist, that I was born is like a statistical, like, miracle in its own right.
Sure.
You know, a lot of things had to happen for me to exist.
Yeah. And really anyone, right? Like
Yeah,
we're all
exactly.
Sort of like little miracles.
That's what I think, you know?
Except for, eventually when we master genetics and we just choose what our babies look like. And
you already do that.
I mean, to such an extent that everyone just becomes homogenized because they'll think their baby should look like a certain standard of beauty.
Oh my god, can you imagine what that would do to Asia?
Tell us more about what you think that would do.
No, because like people already like obsess about like plastic surgery and stuff like that.
Like preemptive plastic surgery of just like double eyelids.
Right, they just like genetically remove double eyelids from Asian people.
And just get lighter and lighter until they all look like
translucent, so you can see their veins, like
little almond-shaped eyes.
Yeah,
but double eyelids and.
Yeah, watching that video of that like mom who like had her like 7-year-old daughter do like double eyelid surgery and like make YouTube videos about it. It's like so sad.
Her 7-year-old daughter?
Yeah.
Was she trying to? The mom already got the surgery.
Yeah. She's like, my life got so much better after I had double eyelid surgery, and I just want your life to be better. So.
And it's like it's purely in our own head, right?
Yes.
Because there's no way people are like, oh, you got. Well, I don't know, but maybe it is. Are people going up to them like, your eyelids are great? You
would be so much more attractive if you had double eyelids. I don't know.
And why does she even care? She has a family and.
She just wanted her daughter to be beautiful, and she told her daughter that. Can you imagine what kind of complex that's gonna give her as like an adult? Like she's gonna forever be like, well, this could be better about me, Yeah.
I'm going to. Okay, like maybe I'm just sort of out of my wheelhouse here, but I'm gonna say, I wonder if that whole thing is just the dangers of Western media hegemony, where like all these people watch like Hollywood movies and they on the big screen and they want to look like these people, right?
Absolutely. Well, that's where the whole big eyelid or the big eyes thing comes from, right?
Yeah.
Small face. The small face thing is like, it's like a weird compliment in Japan. Like somebody tells you have a small face, and like the first time I heard that, I was like, "What? Is that a good thing?" And like it doesn't seem like something you would naturally equate with like a positive, but like in Japan, having small features like that is considered cute and desirable.
And for the record, I do like your face.
Well, thank you.
But I never thought it was. Because it was small.
Yeah. And apparently the metric is like being smaller than a CD. If like your face can fit inside of a CD.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Then it's a small face.
It's a pretty clear standard of beauty.
Yeah, I don't understand. But, it comes from like...
I feel like my head fits in a laser disc, so how does Am I beautiful yet?
I don't think so. Sorry, you're gonna have to get your jawline scraped.
Now, if you're born after the year 2000, the Laserdisc is like a giant TV. Just letting you know.
I don't even know what a Laserdisc is.
Exactly. So yes, Laserdisc is the before they figured out how to compress it more. They were like record-sized CDs.
Oh, yeah, I've seen pictures of those.
Well, Laserdiscs were really popular in Japan.
Yeah.
So if you go to like used shops, you see a crap ton of Laserdiscs for like a lot of classic movies.
They have a good sound quality, right? Or like picture quality. They have a lot of data.
Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, I guess in that way they're like, I don't know.
I mean, they were.
Hi-fi digital or whatever.
Yeah.
But what's really interesting about them is you could see Eugene, our roommate and friend and brewmaster, a guy we can talk about more about later. No, he has a whole Laserdisc collection for that reason.
Really?
Yeah, because you pick them up for like 200 yen or whatever, like a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And he got like the original Star Wars on Laserdisc.
Huh.
And what's really cool about it is you get to see them like pre George Lucas touching them. And so it's like the original Star Wars.
Without all the like goofy CG.
Yeah, so it's like high quality, but you realize how janky Star Wars is.
Sure, yeah. Well, yeah, you see all the like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's...
You see all the flaws.
Yeah. Before they were all touched up and cleaned up, so...
Neat.
Well, yeah, I like how we're talking about celestialism sort of manifests itself in your... Did you have that in mind already? Was that already on your docket to make it like a celestial snake? I guess it was, right? Because it's like reborn.
Yeah.
I like that idea. It's... I think everyone, regardless of if you're religious or not, we're all worried about what happens, And there's a certain peace in belonging to the universe.
Yeah. It's all good. I think, we were once star stuff, and we will return to star stuff to make new things. And that's the way the universe is.
Yeah. That's close to the Carl Sagan quote.
Yeah. Something star stuff.
We are... Oh, I want to get the exact quote because it's very good and there's a very good amount that you did.
Yeah, I know. I read sometimes.
No, it's great. But the quote. The cosmos is within us. We are made of star stuff. We are a way for the universe to know itself. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a beautiful idea.
Yeah.
That guy smoked a lot of weed. He's our hero.
Probably.
No, 100%. It's a well-known fact.
Is it?
Yeah. That guy was a genius. Speaking of the flat Earth stuff, he had a great video about that. About how, he had a really clear demonstration of who was it? I always mess up Greek names. Sure. Or like how to measure how they were able to tell that the Earth was flat just by the sun, how the angle of the shadow of the obelisk in one place in Alexandria compared to another place, and clearly the world is round.
No, but Kurt, if you go up in an airplane, you can clearly see it's flat.
Oh yeah, there was a hip hop artist that claimed that, right?
Yeah.
Do you know who it was?
I can't remember.
Name and shame. Hip artist who claims Earth is flat.
It's
B.O.B. That's the guy who did the rap on that with I've got the magic in me.
Oh really?
Yeah, this is a shame. I like that song. But yes, the rapper B.O.B. thinks the Earth is flat, and he has photos to prove it.
from the airplane?
Yeah, this is 2016, man.
I don't understand how people don't understand, when you are in an airplane, and you are up high, you are very tiny. Yeah. You are very tiny. The Earth is very, 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 very incomprehensibly large. Yeah. It's like an ant on a, watermelon. You're not going to see the watermelon as being, round. You're just gonna see a flat plane.
You can still see the curvature of the Earth.
You can do. I don't know how people have disillusioned or made themselves believe that you can't, because you can see it.
Now here's something I did not know. He at that time he started a GoFundMe campaign to prove that the Earth is flat, and it was called Show B.O.B. the Curve. And it racked up $255 at the time.
200, huh?
250,000? $255.
Oh, $255. Okay, that's fair.
So it was to prove there's the flat.
Well, did he prove it?
I'm pretty sure he didn't prove that there was a flat.
Dang.
I think that would have made the news.
Dang.
Yeah. It's also just our media cycle, I guess. Like, it's fun to talk about dumb stuff like that, I guess,
Absolutely.
right?
Alright. Inking! Done.
Wow, it's beautiful. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a very big fan of Krissy's art.
Yeah.
It's
Stan.
I am kind of her number one stan. No, it's quite striking.
Cool. So now I gotta color him. Think about yellow.
Yellow, okay.
I feel yellows and blues in this atmosphere.
Yellows and blues.
Something about yellows and blues.
So the snake, the mortal snake, has kind of like a cross in his eye.
He's dead.
And then the celestial version of him has a star in his eye.
That is an astute observation.
Something like that.
He
It's
is
like
alive.
ascending to another dimension.
Hmm.
I think one of my biggest regrets living in this three-dimensional plane is I won't be able to natively experience upper dimensions. Is that a weird thing to regret? Like,
Yes.
I really wish I could experience higher dimensions.
Well, considering we don't even know that they are definitively a thing, yeah, it's kind of a silly thing to
Just theoretically.
worry yourself about. It's fine.
I just want to touch a tesseract
You can't.
or a hypersphere.
No, you can't. And you never will.
Well, there are some video games that kind of mess around with that non-Euclidean geometry. Are you familiar with any of those?
No, I'm not a nerd.
Okay, imagine, if you will, a video game where you wear like a 3D helmet or whatever, and you go through a hallway and you turn around and you're like a different space. And like it's like non-three-dimensional space, and it simulates it. Like, obviously you can only perceive it so much, but it's cool. It's cool stuff. I will buy an Oculus just so we can play that game.
I have a 3D headset.
Yeah, but that's for like my cell phone. And...
No, I have a 3D headset for
You do?
my PlayStation.
Oh wait, where's that?
In America, I told you. It's
Oh.
in my stupid America house.
Your America house.
Or not my house, but I think it's my brother's house. I want my PlayStation 4 so I can play Final Fantasy VII. I have avoided all spoilers for Final Fantasy VII Remake since it came out in hopes that I could play it, but I feel like I'm like never gonna play it.
I'm gonna have it shipped over to my house in the States and bring it over.
Maybe.
I like that blue. Does that blue have a hex designation? Do you know off the top of your head what it's called?
No, it's just
A nice
Krissy's blue.
Krissy's blue.
Yeah. It's 46B4FF.
Got it. Stream.
No, don't give my colors away. It's my color. It's Krissy blue.
Don't plug that into a art generator.
Yeah, don't copy my pictures and then use the paint drop tool to steal my color palettes. No, I'm just kidding. You can use my color palettes, but it is mine. If Pantone can copyright colors, then so can I. I think I talked about this last time. Yeah.
And they had was it year of Magna?
It was like some
Magenta?
It's like no, this year was it magenta? Yeah, I guess it's magenta. Some kind of magenta. And they had the year that Prince died. There was a purple.
Well, that's appropriate. They actually read. I don't know if you saw. Supposedly, some scientists discovered a new shade of blue.
Is it Vanta blue?
That's a good question. A new shade of blue discovered. Let's see what it is. No, it's called Ullman blue.
Oh, cool. How is it made?
Let's see. Meet Ullman, the first new blue pigment in 2 centuries. Wait, this is 2021. I thought it was more recent. Or maybe I just saw it recently and this actually back then. It's made from yttrium, indium, and manganese. And its luminous, vivid pigment never fades, even if mixed with oil and water.
Cool. So can I get some?
Well, someone made a Ullman blue guitar.
I guess that's pretty cool.
Human Blue. Can I buy it? Blue 513 is the name. So if you guys want to get it from the Shepherd Color Company,
How did you sell it?
Shepherd Color Company, if you ever watch this, maybe 2 or 3 years down the line, when it becomes one of those videos you go back and watch, feel free to throw her a bottle of Human Blue, and she'll use it in her art. Is that right, Krissy?
Yeah, it would be cool to paint with. I want to get into painting more.
Oh yeah, I do like your light paintings quite a bit. I like your digital stuff, you know. You're just a solid artist.
Okay, stop. Don't,
Sorry, so, yeah, I'll stop. I gotta nag you more.
Yeah.
God, look at this isn't realistic enough.
Wow.
You need to make it more photorealistic.
I don't know. Snake.
I keep on going. Like, oh, we should make it. Just put this into something. Let's make a photorealistic version.
No.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
I like him.
Yeah.
It's coming along. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this color though. But what other color could I use? I like that. I tend to keep all of my colors on separate layers because I'm never quite settled with the colors when I do them. So then that way I can adjust my colors without having to adjust all of the colors on the same layer. And it gives me a chance to kind of like play around with what kind of complements each other better.
I see.
If that makes sense. It's very boring.
No, it's the nuts and bolts stuff that people want.
Maybe.
Especially aspiring artists.
Maybe.
Well, it is awesome, these tools, how they're able to, you know, make this available for all of us to sort of see and share. You know?
Yeah. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I feel like a lot of young people don't know, like, just how far we've come in my lifetime, you know, with tools like this. Could have never imagined, like, doing this, like, 20 years ago. So easily, you know. Even, like, 10 years ago, you used to need to, like, buy all these, like, streaming tools and stuff, capture devices and stuff. Yeah, you just plug my iPad into my computer and boom, Bob's your uncle.
Bobby John's my
Wayne's your uncle.
Wayne's your uncle.
It's my uncle. I also have a Glenn, too. Glenn's my uncle. Glenn. I'm gonna give you blue tongue, because how cute would that be?
That shows how dedicated Bob Ross was, right? Remember Bob Ross and his art
Do
on
you
it.
remember Bob Ross?
He was like the one guy doing it.
Doing what?
Painting on on video.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna do something a little crazy.
What's that?
Put some, so these white stars are not actually going to be white when I finish the sticker. They're transparent spots, so when I print the sticker, they will be iridescent.
Oh, cool.
So, make his body a little more spacey with some different colors.
I kind of want to put this sticker on my guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah, some snakes and star stuff is a cool look for instruments.
Sure.
Maybe my bass.
Yeah, I was thinking, I know I'm like behind a month on sticker. So I was thinking maybe I could just, instead of making 2 stickers, make a big sticker.
Yeah, okay.
Like, he's a bigger one than usual. But I'm going to make a poll about that to see if people would be interested in that over 2 stickers. Because that would be kind of special and, like, rare.
Sure. And you have 2 snakes. Kind of a celestial snake and and a
It's true.
normal snake, so maybe twice as big. Sure,
Mm.
I think it's strat. But it's up to your fans,
Yeah.
your patrons.
Yeah, so if you are a member of the Patreon, please keep an eye out. I'll make a poll. And maybe I'll post it on Instagram too. Since I'm still trying to build up everything. Slow going. What's the phrase in Japanese?
Don don.
Don
Little bit
don.
one, little bit little.
Don don. Don don ですよ. It's cute. Oh, we hit the 1 hour mark. Did we decide on how long we're gonna go here?
I think. It's up to you. Like, 1 hour seems. I mean, like the sticker looks mostly coalesced into a thing, right?
Sure.
But
So yeah, maybe we'll cut it in a little while. Oh, hey, it's Matt.
hey, what's up, Matt?
Hi. You know Matt. Maybe no.
Yeah, I know Matt.
You know Matt.
We'll do a picnic together.
That's right.
Oh yeah, it's your day off today, right?
Yeah, it's Monday. How's it going, Maddie?
Yeah, you're witnessing Krissy's new workday.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. We're having a good time.
One of many things.
Making a.
Snaky snake.
Maybe he's still here. I don't know. I can't tell from the.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. Just said hey.
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyway,
if you're still hanging out, Matt, what's up, buddy?
appreciate you stopping by. Snaky snake. So I want to give a little extra love. It's funny. Whenever you're up, you always start with that.
What?
Coming up straight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm not a good rapper. If I were a good rapper, I'd put something else.
Coming up straight.
With a something.
Something.
Yo, it's like what you hear. That's what my original.
Yeah. I saw your messages earlier. We were just talking earlier about how hard Japan makes it to be a person who lives here. He is like dealing with city hall stuff because they like moved houses and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's a pain in the patootie.
You know, it's and even aside from the Japanese language stuff, like yeah, I think we all get that. But there's just
Like the bureaucracy of it all.
just the amount of paperwork and specificity.
Specificity.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
Got really sleep deprived. So.
So
But yeah, just all these little, which I get, that's their job, and I guess they gotta keep tabs on people, but it seems kind of ridiculous sometimes.
arbitrary sometimes. Like you gotta have the form to get the form to put in the form after you receive the form.
Make sure you go to this office before you go to that office, and you get this dog.
We can't handle that at this office, even though it is like right down the way from here. But just come back when you have all of these little tiny pieces of paper that we cannot email.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's true. And everything has to be like handwritten paper.
Yeah. That's Japan.
It's Japan, baby.
I That's America song? Maybe you don't.
Oh, what song is that?
I don't know, I'm singing it. It's like, I don't know how it goes. It's like, dun dun an apple pie, dun 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 dun. That's America. That's America.
I vaguely know that song.
It's like a dumb America thing, But I want to do that, but for Japan.
Oh sure.
It'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, see, Matt knows what's up.
Yeah.
Making some.
It's purple. It's purple.
I would love to see if you ever got into the video game making business. Remember that old game Snake? You should make like an updated version of Snake with your art.
Yeah.
Basically my favorite game on
the one where you can't eat yourself?
Yeah, choose your own.
I mean, that's what we were talking about with the iPhone game.
Shh, quiet, it's a secret game. But yes.
But
I guess we can talk about it.
Well, there's not like a thing. Well, never mind. Don't talk about it because I don't want anybody to know what it is at all, so nobody steals it.
Well, that's different from Snake. The Snake game is yeah. I don't know if is that still a thing.
Yeah.
Matt, if you're still with us, but is that still a game? Like, do people still play Snake on any devices?
I do.
You do?
He already knows about it.
Yeah, like, is that if I go on my phone right now? Is there like, oh yeah, download Snake?
Snake is pretty fun, especially when you get all like crazy long. Yeah. You're like, oh no.
Yeah, especially because the original Snake is definitely one of those games that was developed because of the limitations of the hardware.
Yeah, it's like Tetris.
It's like, okay, what can we do with like dots? And like, okay, well, if this line just gets longer and you can't touch yourself. Pretty genius. Restrictions breeding creativity.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that's why movies suck now.
Yeah, when you give too many resources to even like brilliant directors.
That's why Tim Burton movies suck now, because he has too many resources.
That's true, yeah.
He made good movies when he didn't have a lot of money.
Oh, art in a sculpture.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool idea. How's your sculpture game, Krissy?
Me? I'm good at sculpture. I was in sculpture for like 4 years in high school.
Oh.
I can sculpt.
Yeah.
Well, it requires space.
Well, you heard it here. The next sticker is going to be a sculpture, and she's going to make one sculpture for every Sticker Club member.
That is not
and send it out
No.
across the world.
No.
Just a handcrafted marble sculpt, 100, 200 hand.
Not doing that.
Sculpture.
Not written anywhere. There's no proof of that.
Sending them all out. Yeah.
Krissy cannot do that.
So yeah, Matt says Snakes is still a thing.
Yeah.
Although now I imagine they must have microtransactions. Like you're about to hit your tail, like pause, like pay 99 cents now to create a hole in your body and pass through to get the invisible body
or
power
wait
up.
5 days. Wait 5 days or pay premium now.
Yeah,
I used to hate those.
Get the Ouroboros blister pack. And you'll be able to eat yourself and bonus and get bigger.
I feel like that was like the start of that kind of pay-to-play stuff when they were like, oh, well, you have to wait until like an hour to play. Or, like on Facebook, you used to do that with like Farmville, like, you gotta wait an hour. Or if you pay like a little bit of money, you can keep playing right away.
Yeah, that was definitely a thing. Although I do, some games have like you buy expensive mounts. That was someone mentioned that lately in reference to how like the new Diablo games are just like ridiculous on them. Yeah, it's like they have level 1, like get some free cosmetics, and then like you spend a bunch of money and then you get 20 free levels or some shit like that.
Isn't Blizzard like notoriously bad with that now?
No, it is. Which is a shame because they used to be like
the coolest.
Yeah, I remember way back when they were the company everyone
wanted to be
and wanted to support. And,
Warcraft 2, my guy.
Yeah. I have a few classmates who ended up working for Blizzard because they were back in SoCal.
Yeah.
And I remember them talking about it because everyone loves StarCraft and original Warcraft and all that stuff, and Diablo and you just wish we could go back to those days where microtransactions weren't a thing, which makes games like the new Zelda so much more impressive. Right?
Yeah.
Cheers is like freaking
so
insane
Man,
game.
I don't know. Matt, are you playing Zelda? I think you are. I think I see you pop up when I am playing sometimes. But I've been like slowly playing it just because I've been like really busy, so like an hour or two here and there. But yesterday I really wanted to I found the first like dungeon or what do you call them? Temple. I found the first like temple that I came across. It's like the Wind Temple, I think it is. And I was just like not prepared for it, and it gets to this point where you're like it's too cold, and I didn't have enough like peppers to make food to survive, and I didn't have the right armor, so I went down to the bottom of the mountain and I said, okay, I'm gonna like try and grind to get some money so I can buy some gear from the village. And then I went on this like crazy odyssey up in the mountains, and then like accidentally found this crazy cave with this weird like waterfall underground, and I found like the coolest armor that was like heat resistant, and I was like, yes, that is what I needed. And so then I went back up to the dungeon or the temple and like got my butt kicked by the boss. But the fact that like there are multiple ways of doing things in that game is just like so fun. Yeah. It always feels like a discovery.
And the stage 1 boss is impressive. It's a cool looking boss.
It's not a stage 1 boss. So like because of the nature of like this game, you can do it at any time. So they're probably evenly like cool.
Okay. So this temple boss is like a very proper weird classic, cuz like original Zelda, they were like monsters.
Yeah.
But they were like weird versions of the monsters that you know.
Right, bigger ones.
Yeah, no spoilers. Also, no spoilers in general.
But this one is like different in that because like Breath of the Wild didn't really have like temples, you know, so it didn't have like boss fights like that. It had like some boss fights, but they were not what you'd expect.
Yeah, so Matt says that his girlfriend's now invested in just playing Breath of the Wild. I want to do that too because I haven't played Breath of the Wild. But do you guys have like 2 Switches? Is that what you're doing, or are you guys just alternating?
Yeah, and he got her one for Christmas, I think. Yeah.
And are you doing any? Have you done any of the underground yet, Krissy?
Well, that's where I found that like underground waterfall thing. Yeah, it's scary down there. There's likes in the game, which is kind of cool. It's like a throwback.
Likes?
Yeah. They're like the one things like swallow you.
Yeah. Is it L-I-K? How are they spelled?
I don't know. Like? I always called them likes.
I'm curious.
Did you say like lick or something?
No, you're right. They're likes. No, they're likes. Oh man, it's so weird.
Yeah.
Well.
I like also that this game gives you an unlimited amount of arrows, which is tight. Because there was like nothing worse in the last game than just like running out of arrows. You had to go buy them, but you find them everywhere in this game, which makes me happy. I love it. But I am way too busy to be playing it for real, so...
Yeah, no, we're being responsible about it, right? Once in a
while. On the weekends, basically.
Yeah. Actually, so even though I never played Breath of the Wild, I had, I did a bit of research on it because I taught my kindergarten students about the Jomon period, which is the ancient Japanese period where they use like a lot of rope sculpture and so on. And it was very influential on the design of Legend of Zelda. And so I was kind of showing it to my kids because I knew one of my kids really liked Legend of Zelda. So we did like clay art inspired by how the Jomon did it, where they use rope into the clay and they made statues. And then one of my kids made like a Zelda-inspired statue.
That's very cute.
So I was like teaching them about their Japanese culture and then teaching them and then intersecting it with art and for kids and all that stuff. So I like that kind of stuff, you know?
That's really cute. Oh, hello.
This is welcome to the tail end of Krissy's art stream. Mr. or Mrs. or person Messiahs, the Rocket.
How are you? I am fudging with some colors a little bit. This is kind of my game. So like once I lay down basics, I'm like playing with like adjustments of the colors so that the balance feels good. So
it's like your intuition.
Basically, people always ask me like, how do I choose colors, and I don't really have a good answer for it. I just kind of feel it out. Just probably not the answer that people want from me.
But that's true of like all art, though, right? Like if you talk to a musician, like, oh, how do you choose your? Obviously there's theory and there's like some like brain level conscious superego stuff, but you just gotta cool.
I have been so obviously probably you followed this since my video game reviews thing, so thank you for staying on in my notifications. But I have been an artist for a long time, but I've just started doing these streams as a way to try and make some interest about my art projects and stuff. I have a Patreon, trying to like be the full-time artist kind of thing. So thank you for stopping by.
So if you join our Patreon, you will get this sticker.
Yeah, that's right. So this is a sticker design, basically.
Yeah.
Every month there is a new sticker design. Ideally.
Yeah, they go great on computers, notebooks, instruments. I put them on all those things.
Yeah.
Our buddy, he put them on his phone, and then like when he was hanging out, like he got all these compliments up in Tokyo. People going, "Whoa, wow, that's a really cool sticker!" And where'd you get,
It's
like it's kind of a flex. It's kind of an art flex. Like you're kind of
Hazukashi.
It is. It's like a unique thing. The stickers. Sorry, I don't mean to be the cheesy guy tooting your horn for you, but the stickers come out awesome. Like they look cool. They glow up anything you put them on, especially like a dull gray Apple computer. No, they're cool. They're very cool. And this one I'm really excited about. I will almost certainly put this either on my bass guitar or on most likely my bass guitar, yeah, or my computer.
Yeah, and I'm thinking this guy's gonna be bigger than the standard ones that I've been doing, so probably the size of the full postcard.
Ooh, that's a premium sticker.
Yeah.
If you're watching this stream, that's a premium sticker.
It's my apology for my delay in like production. I know I've been not on schedule, but I'm really trying to get back on schedule with things. Life has been hectic.
Yeah, we're getting back to it.
So,
I guess a question too for maybe we should ask your people who end up joining your stream or like watching your streams is, what is a good time to stream? Like, is it better to ask? Is it better to ask or just to do it?
Maybe I will make a survey about like times, like what's good.
I feel like Monday morning our time, Sunday evening Western time is not so bad, right?
Maybe, I don't know, but it's a good idea. I'll do a poll, so keep an eye out for that, and then tell me what's a good time.
And just try to consistently do it.
It's hard to coordinate between countries.
But it's worth doing, showing people your process and
I get to talk to you guys. It's fun.
Also, if I hope I can say this and chew my head off if you're embarrassed about it, but Krissy last week cracked 20K followers on Instagram, and I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
And she immediately cracked 20.1, and no, it's a cool thing, and you're also diligent about cutting bots out, I think, which is so you have like 20K, mostly real people.
Oh yeah, I block all bots. Just constantly. There was a time, man. It was like really bad. I think they finally fixed it, but they were like gnarly. I think I'm like about finished here. I'm gonna do some cool like post processes. Oh, I guess that's something I can show for people who might be interested since I'm kind of done. I might go back and do something, but I'll show you this cool thing that I've been doing recently. Hold on. First, okay. So, I got my sticker, basically. So, I'm gonna group everything. I'm pretty sure there's a quicker way to do this, but I can't remember the quick actions. So, I am an old person doing internet things, doing computer things.
Yeah, you're not that old.
I feel like it sometimes. So, I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna take this away. I'm gonna flatten it. I know, crazy. Oh, wait, actually, before I flatten it, I'm gonna do this. One thing I like to do, I will duplicate this, and I'm gonna give this underlayer a secondary color. I'm gonna give it a nice little off-register mark. That's a little touch of oomph to it, in a way.
A little bit of a human.
Yeah, I like adding like error, I guess. It feels like a human touched it. So anyhow, I'm gonna duplicate this, delete this. I'm gonna flatten it. So Procreate has some cool tools that I like to use for textures and stuff. So one of them is chromatic aberration. I don't know what that really means, but if you
like a deformity, like a color deformity.
No.
Or color mutation.
So you'll notice if you look at the edges.
Yeah.
It kind of does this cool. You can do it like crazy, but.
Right. Yeah. That's what that effect's called. Yeah, you see that sometimes. I didn't know that's what it's called. Chromatic aberration. Aberration.
Aberration.
Yeah, don't trust me on that. I always pronounce words incorrectly.
It's chromatic aberration. I like that. It's always fun. I think that's like cool vibe. Do that. And then I'm gonna do my new favorite thing, which is halftones. Halftones are fun and they're really good in Procreate.
What is a halftone?
Halftone is like a print dot. Old timey's, colors were 4-color. So we would use these little dots to make colors.
Right, like a comic book thing.
Exactly. So halftones, you can be as big as you want them to be, as little as you want them to be. I kind of like them a little there.
That's cool.
It just kind of gives it a more physical feeling. You know? I like that. So, do that. And then Bob's your uncle. I keep saying that. I don't know why.
Well, yeah, because you wish you had an uncle named Bob.
No. It's okay.
No, you're okay with the uncles you have?
Yeah. So just to give you a visual representation. So like, anywhere you see red in his body, that's going to be shiny. So, it's transparent. So that'll be cool, I think. Dun dun dun. That's basically done.
Cool.
It's going to be our official background color. Let's see. That's kind of nice.
I kind of like that. Yeah, but...
Look at that. Bob's your uncle. Done.
No one's forcing you to say Bob's your uncle.
I don't know why I keep saying that.
I don't have a cue card here saying it's time to say Bob's your uncle again.
It's brought to you by Bob's your uncle.
Brought to you by your Uncle Bobby.
Yeah. Ja! I think that's got it.
Yeah.
Right, I did it. I'm gonna do some extra polishes on it, but that's pretty much it.
Cool.
So, yay!
Thank you for the hard work.
Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody who showed up and said hello. I hope you come by again sometime. I hope to make this a more regular occurrence.
Yeah.
And be on the lookout for the official post about this bad boy. This is gonna be your sticker of the month of May.
It's gonna be a big one.
It's gonna be a big boy, so be on the lookout. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye, bee.
Bye, guys.
Maybe next time I'll have a camera so you can actually see my face.
That's right. It's gonna be cool. You're
gonna all leave and never come back. So
that'll be wonderful. Don't worry, I look forward to it.
Just kidding. All right, thanks, guys. Be on the lookout. I'll post this on Patreon, so if you want to watch it again, it'll be there. And yeah, see you next time.